They said a 1,500-year-old Bible was found, hidden for centuries, locked away, and when it was finally opened, it contained words that could shake the faith of millions. What if the story you heard your whole life was not the full story? What if a manuscript discovered in Turkey carries a message so controversial that many people don't even want to talk about it? And what if this discovery is not just about history, but about prophecy, about deception, about the last days? Because the Bible warned that in the end times, truth would be challenged, faith would be tested, and many would be confused. Recently, a viral claim spread across the internet saying that an ancient Bible, believed to be around 1,500 years old, was discovered in Turkey, and that this book says Jesus Christ was not crucified and was not the Son of God, but only a prophet. For many people, this sounds shocking. For some, it sounds terrifying. For others, it sounds like proof that everything they believed might be wrong. But before you react, before you get angry, before you get afraid, you need to understand something. The last days will not only be filled with disasters, wars, and signs in the sky. The last days will also be filled with confusion. The Bible itself warns that false teachings will rise, strange doctrines will appear, and many people will not know what to believe anymore. The claim about this ancient Bible is often connected to a book called the Gospel of Barnabas. This book is not part of the Bible you know today. It is not in the New Testament. It is not in the early church writings. And yet, some people say this book tells the real story of Jesus. According to the viral posts, the manuscript found in Turkey supposedly says that Jesus was not crucified, that someone else was put on the cross, and that Jesus was only a prophet and not the Son of God. If this were true, it would change everything. It would change Christianity. It would change history. It would change the meaning of the cross. And that is exactly why this story spread so fast. Because anything that shakes people's faith will always go viral. But here is where things become deeper and more serious. Scholars who studied the manuscript said the book is not from the time of Jesus. It is not from the 1st century. It is not even from the early church. Many experts believe the writing style, the language, and the material show that the manuscript was written much later, possibly in the Middle Ages. That means it cannot be an original gospel written by the disciples. And this is not surprising because history is full of writings that appeared long after the events they describe. Some were written to teach. Some were written to explain beliefs. Some were written to create confusion. And confusion is something the Bible warned about many times. Jesus himself said that in the last days, false prophets would rise and deceive many. Not a few. Many. He said that even believers would be tested, and that the deception would be so strong that people would struggle to know what is true. Think about the world today. Information spreads in seconds. Anyone can post anything. A headline can travel across the planet before anyone checks if it is real. And when the topic touches faith, fear, or prophecy, people react even faster. That is why stories like the 1,500-year-old Bible become so powerful. Not because they are proven, but because they create doubt. And doubt is one of the strongest weapons against faith. The Bible says that in the last days people will look for new teachings. They will search for secrets. They will run after anything that sounds hidden, mysterious, or forbidden, not because it is true, but because it feels different, because it feels like special knowledge. because it makes people think they have discovered something others do not know. But the danger is this: not every ancient book is truth. Not every old manuscript is from God. Not every discovery is a revelation. Some are simply part of history, and some are part of deception. This does not mean you should be afraid of questions. It does not mean you should stop learning. It means you should be careful, very careful, because the end times are not only about earthquakes and wars. They are about spiritual confusion. They are about people losing direction. They are about faith being shaken. And the more the world gets closer to the end, the more voices will appear claiming to have the real truth. Some will say the Bible was changed. Some will say the story of Jesus was wrong. Some will say the cross never happened. Some will say new books reveal what was hidden. And many people will believe it, because the times we live in are exactly the kind of times the Bible warned about. Times when people will not know who to trust. Times when lies and truth will look the same. Times when faith will require more strength than ever before. So when you see a headline saying that an ancient Bible was found and everything you believed is false, do not panic. Do not follow fear. Do not follow anger. Stop. Think. Ask questions. Look deeper. Because prophecy never said the truth would disappear. Prophecy said the truth would be challenged. And we are living in a time where almost every day, something appears that makes people wonder if the world is changing faster than they expected. Some see these things as coincidence. Some see them as history. Some see them as signs. But one thing is certain. We are living in a generation where faith is being tested more than ever before. And the question is not only what is written in an ancient book. The real question is what you believe when everything around you tries to make you doubt. Stay alert. Stay wise. Stay watchful. Because the last days will not only come with noise, they will come with confusion. And only those who stay strong in what they believe will not be shaken.